Picture this. Linda Carter's perfectly coiffed brunette updo wobbling like a Jenga tower as two military Black Hawk helicopters roared over our quiet suburb, their blades whipping up a storm that sent her shiny drone crashing into her prized rose garden. Why? Because this HOA dictator decided to terrorize my 12-year-old daughter, Mia, with a buzzing drone for the unforgivable sin of dancing in our front yard. I'm Jake Turner, an Army helicopter pilot, and Linda picked the wrong family to mess with. This story is so wild it'll keep you glued to your screen, wondering how a nosy neighbor triggered a showdown that lit up the sky. I'm Jake, 42, with 20 years flying Black Hawks through combat zones, dodging missiles, and landing on pitching carrier decks. But nothing prepared me for the war zone of Pine Grove Estates, a cookie-cutter suburb in Raleigh, North Carolina, where every lawn is trimmed to perfection and every mailbox screams uniformity. My wife, Sarah, a 40-year-old accountant with a wit sharper than a blade, and our daughter, Mia, a 12-year-old bundle of energy who dances instead of walking, are my world. We moved here 3 years ago for the suburban dream, a cozy house, safe streets, maybe a neighborly barbecue. Instead, we got Linda Carter, the 50-year-old HOA president, ruling like she's auditioning for a tyrant's biopic. Pine Grove looks like it was ripped from a Stepford Wives catalog: beige siding, identical basketball hoops, and grass that better not grow a quarter-inch too long. Kids should be biking and laughing, but Linda patrols with a clipboard thicker than a phone book, her oversized sunglasses hiding a glare that could melt steel. Her brunette updo, cemented with enough hairspray to choke a forest, is her crown. That clipboard is her scepter, loaded with rules to crush your soul. Trouble started 6 months ago, subtle like a mosquito bite you don't feel until it itches. Linda sent a letter in that passive-aggressive HOA font, claiming our azalea bush blocked pedestrian sightlines by 2 inches. I'm a pilot. I measure distances to the centimeter. The bush was fine. I trimmed it anyway, not wanting a fight. Sarah, sipping coffee, chuckled. She's got too much time, Jake. But Linda wasn't playing. Next, an email about our trash can being misaligned by 3 centimeters. I laughed so hard I nearly choked. Misaligned? I waved my phone at Sarah. If I were off by 3 centimeters, I'd be in the Atlantic. Sarah smirked. She's testing us. Don't bite. I nudged the can, snapped a photo, and sent it to Linda. Her reply? A 200-word sermon on community aesthetics. I started a folder. HOA nonsense. Then Linda targeted Mia. Our daughter's a spark, always dancing in the front yard, her sneakers squeaking, giggles mixing with the hum of cicadas. To me, it's joy. To Linda, it's a crime. One day, I got home from the base, still in my flight jacket, to find Mia curled up, tears streaking her face. Dad, she whispered, clutching her jump rope. That mean lady yelled at me. Said I can't dance in the yard. My stomach churned. I saw Linda marching down the street, clipboard swinging like a guillotine. I wanted to storm over, but Sarah grabbed my arm. Jake, don't. She wants you to snap. Be smart. She was right. I'd faced worse in war zones. I could handle one overzealous neighbor. I hugged Mia. Dance all you want, kiddo. Nobody's stopping you. But I was done playing nice. I emailed Linda, explaining Mia was just a kid having fun. Her reply? A 500-word essay on community standards, and a fine warning. Sarah read it at dinner, dripping sarcasm. Jake, we're running a dance club in our yard. We laughed, but I was fuming. Linda wasn't stopping. She went after Mia's chalk art, rainbows and cartoon dogs on our sidewalk that kids loved. A neon notice slapped on our door screamed, unauthorized markings. Washable chalk. I emailed Linda, pointing out it was harmless. Her 600-word response threatened $200 fines per incident. Mia, doodling, asked, Why is she so mean, Dad? That hit hard. She's lost her marbles, kiddo, I said, but I was done being diplomatic. Then Linda went full sci-fi villain. One Saturday, while I wrestled the lawnmower, a buzz pricked my ears. A sleek black drone hovered over our yard, its camera glinting like a predator's eye. I saluted it, thinking it was a kid's toy. It didn't budge. That night, Linda emailed our porch light used warm white bulbs, not cool white. Penalty, $150. I stormed up to Sarah. She's spying with a drone. Sarah arched an eyebrow. Save everything. That drone became Linda's obsession, prowling Pine Grove like a vulture, filming backyards and garages. Neighbors whispered, "Fine for dogs digging," or "unapproved flower pots." I filmed the drone's red lights blinking over our yard, its lens once rattling our kitchen window. Mia, mid-bite of ice cream, froze. "Dad, it's watching me." My blood boiled. Linda wasn't just annoying, she was creepy. The breaking point came on a muggy August afternoon. Mia danced in the front yard, her curls bouncing to pop music. I was in the garage, the air thick with oil. A sharp buzz cut through. Linda's drone dove low, its lens like a sniper's scope. It chased Mia, buzzing inches from her head. A voice crackled. "Cease unauthorized activity. Dancing prohibited." Mia screamed, dropped her phone, and sprinted, slipping on grass. The drone pursued relentlessly. I bolted out, yelling, "Mia, get inside!" She stumbled indoors, sobbing. The drone hovered, mocking me. Across the street, Linda stood, sunglasses on, remote in hand. "Linda!" I roared. "You're scaring my kid!" She shouted through the drone. "I'm enforcing rules. Your daughter's a nuisance." I clenched my fists, wanting to smash it, but pulled my phone and recorded. Mia's cries echoed. This was personal. I grabbed my radio and patched my unit. "Need a favor. 2 birds low and loud, over my neighborhood. Cleared training run." My buddy Tom didn't hesitate. "On it, Turner." Minutes later, the sky rumbled. 2 black hawks screamed over Pine Grove, blades shaking windows, flattening grass. Linda's jaw dropped, her updos swaying as she fumbled with her remote. The drone spun, crashed into her roses, propellers snapping. Neighbors spilled out, filming. Linda shrieked. "What is this?" I leaned in, phone rolling. "That's what happens when you mess with my kid." The choppers banked away, leaving silence. Inside, Mia was curled up with Sarah. "Is it gone?" she whispered. "Yeah, kiddo. Toast." Sarah raised an eyebrow. "Helicopters, Jake?" I grinned. Seemed right. But we weren't done. That drone was evidence. I uploaded my video, showing Linda's violations, unregistered drone, filming without consent, terrorizing a kid. I called my FAA contact, Dave. "Send everything," he said. I emailed footage, complaints, and Linda's emails. Sarah suggested a neighbor meeting. We hosted a dozen, showing the drone video. Gasps filled the room. "She filmed my grandkids," Mrs. Larson whispered. We drafted a petition to oust Linda. Hands shot up to sign. At the HOA meeting, the FAA called. Linda faced a $5,000 fine and a drone ban. Police cited her for privacy violations. At the meeting, our petition and videos sealed her fate. Neighbors shared horror stories. $400 for a mailbox, $200 for curtains. The vote was a landslide. Linda was out, replaced by our neighbor, Mark. She stormed off, leaving her clipboard. The room cheered. Pine Grove changed. Kids biked, Mia danced, and sidewalks bloomed with chalk art. Linda's shadow was gone. Standing on our porch, Sarah teased. "A bit much with the choppers." I grinned. Had to make a point. It wasn't just about beating Linda. It was about standing up to bullies. If you've got a Linda in your life, gather evidence, rally your people, and fight smart. What's your craziest neighbor story? Drop it in the comments. Was I wrong to pull that helicopter stunt, or did Linda deserve it? Let's debate. When does a prank in a feud go too far? Smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for more wild tales. Where are you watching from?